Assalamualaikum dan hi everyone. Thank you for participating with this discussion. Let's proceed our discussion with ilmu kita Al-Fatihah. Today's discussion is about icon. His name is Ebit Irawan bin Ibrahim Liu, known as Ustaz Ebit Liu. Ebit Liu was born in Muazzam Shah Pahang on December 21, 1984, under the name Liu Yung Pao. He is the third child of 7 siblings. He converted to Islam at the age of 12 after following closely about the religion. He also a graduate of University Putra Malaysia. Prior to that, he received his early education at Sekolah Kebangsaan Bukit Lidan, Sekolah Menengah Muazzam Shah Pahang, Sekolah Menengah Teknik Johor Bahru, dan Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Abdul Rahman Talib Pahang. Ustaz Ebit Liu is a Chinese Malaysian Muslim entrepreneur and preacher. Mr. Sharin, can you tell us about his career in business?
Okay, so career in business for Ebit Liu is also known for several business products. He has a training and motivation company called Transform Training and Consultancy with a well-known product, the Sunnah Family Motivation Seminar. Apart from that, he also has a network of Iliu Mart supermarket which started operating on July 18 with the opening of the first branch in Bandar Baru Bangi. So Iliu Mart have 14 branches in Malaysia. So he also operate clothing product under the Iliu Design brand. And apart from that, he also run a chain of restaurant cafe under the Paramount Cafe House brand which operate in 3 branches. So that's all for Ebit Liu career in business.
Thank you, Mr. Sharin. I know Ustaz Ebit Liu has his own NGO. May Mr. Ahmad add more information about his NGO?
Thank you, Mr. Amirul. Ustaz Ebit Liu have his own NGO, which is Pertubuhan Kasih Umat Malaysia. The purpose of this NGO is to make charity and help people who are in need. Ustaz Ebit Liu and his NGO is known for his generosity and kindness to help people in need, especially in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic. This NGO will be the official mediator between individuals who would like to donate and the team itself. The public can only reach the hotline or email the association to seek money for help. Ustaz Ebit Liu seems like he can do just about anything and everything. But one thing that clear is that people admire him for his character, which shows a lot in his preaching and charity works. Just recently, he made the news again for flying in 10 tons of basic food items taken from his own convenience stores for Sabahans. He also sending in another cargo of supplies and this time to aid the Sabahan people. This was after sending Sabahan frontliners a bunch of PPE last week. Another that, if you guys remember about the recent Klang Valley water crisis, he also utilized his resources in his helps to Batu Cave. He moved to help residents affected by the water cuts in Selangor by purchasing 2 large water tanks. In a Facebook post, he said water from the 2 tankers was distributed to residents on the fringe of Batu Cave. Ebit Liu's continuous and consistent deeds do not revolve among humankind only. He also helps other creatures. One of the notable recent deeds that he did is feeding the animals in Malaysia National Zoo. He realized that the National Zoo is lacking funds because of the decreasing number of visitors since the beginning of the MCO. He then donated 200 kilograms of beef and 500 kilograms of vegetables and fruits. Thus, the establishment of this association is considered a new platform for people to reach out and seek help. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Akmal.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Amirul. Can I add some information about his achievement?
Yes, you can.
Okay, as you know, Ebit Liu is a public figure, man. So he's an influencer to young youth people. So the achievement of Ebit Liu was he received the national level Maulidul Rasul Award in 2015. Apart from that, he was motivational speaker or training consultant at Excel Training under the guidance of Datuk Dr. Haji Muhammad Fadlah Kamsah and a Professor Hanim Tahir for 4 years. He is also the speaker of the morning motivation slot, Islam Agamaku slot, Islam Itu Indah, Usrah Nurani and others on IKIM FM and Sina FM radio. Other than that, the latest award he received is the award from the government on national level National Youth Day 2020 at Persada Johor. The award was presented by Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin in conjunction with the national level National Youth Day 2020 celebration at the Persada Johor International Conventional Centre. He received a trophy and a certificate and also RM10,000 in cash and was among 13 individual honor at the ceremony. Lastly, I will conclude with the all achievement that he received. Ebit Liu will be icon on the young youth. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adi, for providing information about his achievement to us. So, Mr. Harid, based on your opinion on this discussion, do you think Ustaz Ebit Liu can be a good icon and example to students out there?
Yes, in my opinion, Ustaz Ebit Liu can be a great example to youngins out there because not only he succeed in his life or his business, he also using his wealth and his property to contribute to the society and give to the charity. And what he is doing is inspiring more people to do volunteer works, which is good for the nation because after we seen his video about his doing his charity works, we can see that a lot of people start to realize that this job is important and what he's done has bring a lot to people in need. And the thing is, the protocol that he is using is easier compared to people in need who are asking what he need from government, who they need give a proper documentation, while with Ustaz Ebit Liu, they don't need to do that. He also get a recognition by YDPA Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Abdullah Ahmad Shah during the recent flood tragedy in Pahang, where he go to help the people who is affected by the flood. And compared to any other politician, in my eyes, Ustaz Ebit Liu has contributed more to the society. So for me, he will be a great example to the future generation out there. That's all from me.
Thank you, Mr. Harid, for your honest opinion. Mr. Akmal, do you think Ustaz Ebit Liu can inspire you?
Thank you, Mr. Amirul. Yes, I think Ustaz Ebit Liu can inspire me. His soft approach made people easily attached with him and putting him up as a role model. He proved to us that being kind to other people needs neither money nor energy. And he thought that helping others can be a cure, not just for those in need, but for our soul as well. Thank you, Mr. Amirul.
Thank you, Mr. Akmal. Mr. Sharin, do you mind to tell your opinion that Ustaz Ebit Liu can be your motivation to be a better person in life?
Okay, so what Ebit Liu can motivate me for be a better life, better person, because as we know, the Ustaz Ebit Liu is known for helping out the less fortunate in Malaysia, where he will go out of the way to ensure these people have a roof over their heads and enough for them to live with dignity. So he inspired me to help people out there when they have something to help the people. So that's all for my opinion, Mr. Amirul.
Thank you, Mr. Sharin. As for conclusion, being an entrepreneur does not mean you only focus on your business, but you can also help people in need and spread the positive vibe. Ustaz Ebilu hardworking determination on doing something good and always communicate with the people is a good example for what student needs to be a better person in the future. Nowadays, a society needs to spread more positive vibes to ensure we are living in a very good society. This is the reason why we chose Ustaz Ebilu as our icon for this discussion. Thank you everyone for contribute in this discussion. I hope we can see each other on the next discussion. Thank you again.